need to speak to a supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to identify some officers.
Would you like me to?
Identify some officers?
Just identify them as far as, in what,
There's an incident that happened tonight,
okay.
so I wanted to identify them.
Just to know who they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get some details on that incident real quick. What time was it? Oh, it was today's date?
Today's date.
Okay, and what time was it?
5:45.
And where did it happen?
Sunset in La Brea.
Okay, and then what type of incident was it?
That's something I have to discuss with once I handle it.
Okay.
So what I have is I have the car number.
Oh, patrol. Okay, what's that?
All right. So I don't know if it begins with an 8 or a B. I don't know what your format is, but after that it's 1046.
1046. Was that a SUV or
Yes.
a car? And that was black and white, right? Not
Black
like
and
that
white.
thing. Okay. And let's see. How many officers were there?
2 officers,
2 officers.
both male white.
Let's see.
Bye, folks.
Have a nice
you.
evening.
And what's the reason to identify? Just
I just need to have them identified.
okay.
According to LAPD policy, if I ask for your business card in public, I'm supposed to be able to get it. I wasn't able to get it, so I'm trying to get it now.
Okay. Did you ask them for it and they didn't? Or
Yeah, well, they had their windows rolled up so they couldn't hear it, and then they took off.
Okay, but you weren't able to ask them.
Oh, I don't think they did anything wrong by driving off. I just think that I'd need to get it. I didn't get a chance to get it at the scene just because they took off, the light turned green, and so I wanted to get it now.
Okay. 5:45, Sunset La Brea. Should be 2 officers. Let's see, let me check to see who was in that area.
Okay.
There was a call or something happening there though, right? Not just passing by.
No, they were just passing through. It was just something that I saw that happened, so I just wanted to identify those officers.
Okay. Give me a couple
Sure.
seconds. No.
Sure.
So as far as identifying them, we can't identify them,
Why
but
not? Why not?
since we can't, even
Why can't you?
Even say you're
You
giving.
can identify them, you're choosing not to.
Well, it'd be part of your say for example your 'cause at this
LAPD policy says that if I ask for somebody's business card in public, they have to give it to them.
Well, yeah,
You have to identify.
exactly.
I wasn't able to get it, so I'm trying to identify them now. And you can say you can't identify them. You're choosing not to. I'm asking why you're
Well, it's
choosing
part
not
of
to.
Okay, so like you said, if you had asked them and they didn't give it to you, no problem.
I'm
now-
asking you. Your policy doesn't. I've come up here and I've identified officers so many times. I'm asking you why this instance, why you're choosing not to.
So if, like, say you were alleging misconduct or something, and even at that point, I would take the information down and I wouldn't tell you who they are.
I
It would be part of my
have come up here and filed complaints and gotten the officers' names. I would say a couple dozen times.
Okay.
I've been up here so many times identifying officers. I'm asking you why this
Yeah.
specific time, you're choosing not to. You can say it's not part of policy. If I have done it over and over again,
Yeah.
then why this time is it different?
What it is, you're supposed to go through discovery at this point.
Discovery?
Yeah. So,
Discovery of what?
So it's an Information Act that you can request their.
I don't have, no. If you're talking about like a CPRA, no, I don't have
Yeah.
to go through a CPRA. If I have come up here and identified officers in the past, I was up here last week doing it. Why are you choosing not to?
Just identifying them.
Identify them.
We don't. That's.
You guys identify them all the time. I have come up here and identified officers, I would say no less than 30 times.
Okay.
So I'm asking you why you are choosing not to. I mean, you can identify them. You're choosing not to. It's not like
It would be part of our investigation, and then.
What investigation?
Like,
An investigation hasn't been launched.
No,
I haven't filed a
so-
complaint. I haven't given a commendation, so there is not an
For
investigation.
example, like if you had launched an investigation.
I'm asking for the
At that
officers'
point.
names. What I'm saying is, again,
Yeah.
I have been up here numerous times, dozens of times over the course of the last 18 months identifying officers. I come here every week.
Okay.
I'm asking why this time you are choosing not to. You're talking about a CPRA. I mean, that's ridiculous. You don't have to CPRA this.
Okay.
I mean, if you're just thinking of excuses, just tell me, hey, say, you know what, I'm just not going to, I want to protect my officers. I just want to make sure that they're protected at all times, and we're not going to give you the name. Give me that. Give me something, but just don't beat around the bush. Give me something to work with. I mean, it's like right now you're searching for excuses rather than search. Just, say, okay, you know what, here's their name, or we're not going to give it to you and fuck you, William. I mean, one of the two.
Well, not at all, sir.
I mean, you're doing it in
I'm
not
trying to work with you here. I'm just trying to figure out
Are
exactly
you?
what's
You're trying to
going
figure out an excuse.
No.
Rather than trying to figure out an excuse. I'm trying to figure out. You're saying that you're not going to do it. You should provide me a reason why. I mean, listen. Here's where this is going to go. After this, I'm going to Michael Moore with this in the LAPD commission.
Okay.
All right. So they're going to look at it and they're going to say, you know what? Why is this sergeant not providing this information? It's however you want to portray it. I don't care. Now, again, you haven't provided a reason for it. You're just saying you're not. I'm just asking for a logical reason. You've been through like 3 already that just didn't make sense. Let's go on to the 4th one.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly. So but they didn't refuse you. They didn't refuse.
I just
you
want to find out the
a-
officer's name.
You're just trying to find out their name.
I don't understand why does it bother you for me to find out officers' names? I would think you guys would be proud of your job. Proud of the work you guys are doing in the community. Let me get the officer's name. Why can't I get him?
Okay. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you clarify something real quick?
Yeah, sir.
There was some sort of police action at that location, though, right? They weren't just, say, driving down the street and you saw them, right?
There was something that happened that I want to get their.
Okay, but they were doing some sort of police something, right?
Listen, I can't tell you do I know if it was a call for service or not? I have no idea.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know why their exact reason but when I got there, I asked for, I saw something, and now I want to identify who they are.
Okay, that works. Let me just check to make sure there was a call to location or so what happened there, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Since there was police action at the location, I'll give you the information.
All right,
Okay?
I appreciate that.
It's going to be, but talk about it real quick though. Sorry. Since there's police action, I'll give you the information. Now, if there was no police action and just driving by, you'd have to go through the discovery. Like say, just drive a car going by, no police action, nothing like that, okay?
Fair enough.
All right,
I appreciate it.
It's going to be, let's see, Officer Nicholas Esquivel.
Esquivel?
Esquivel.
Okay.
And serial 43166. And Adrian Perez 44251.
All right. I appreciate it, Sergeant.
Sir, anything else to help you?
No, I can. That's it. Thank you.